Yo, who could it be? This is your boy Rupee. I'm locked on to Desire's World, man, you know. Tempted to touch, Desire's World. Yes, I love it so much. Much love, man. Bless.
So we're here with Desire's World, lining with the international soca artist Rupee, and we're at Berlin Carnival. So, how did your performance go this evening?
It's bloody brilliant, you know. I went on the bloody, you know what I mean? I went on the stage, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to expect. I went up there, and the crowd was just like, bloody, I was like, no way, Gordon Bennett, mate. Gordon Bennett, mate. Blimey.
Despite the English accent, he's actually Bajan.
Surely good, I say. Rather spiffing. Yes, I actually took the stage. It's absolutely phenomenal. People dancing and waving, and I said I had to chortle to myself. You know, oh my goodness.
So I take it that you had a great time out there.
Yeah, man. Well, for right now, you know, some day I Berlin and I go on. I just sit there up on the stage and I look on the people. Then I say, yo, Lord fire. Look on the people that them a jump and I wave and yo. Me feel like see me in a Barbados or Jamaica, you know. Yeah, the day of my chatbot.
So for the viewers that love and know Rupee, could you tell us why you chose to sing soca as opposed to any other music genre out there?
Yeah, man. Well, you know, you see me. Anyone who knows me, you know, I like to have fun. You know, I like to have a good time. Strive for humility and try to be as uplifting as possible in what I do. You know, just try to send positive vibes and energy to the people through my music, and that's what soca music is about. You know, soca music isn't about stupid beefs and flashing jewelry and how much money you got and what car you're driving. It's just people from all ethnicities, all walks of life, classes, colors, creed, coming out to just have a good time, man. If you got problems, if you got worries, if you want to burn some calories, just come to a soca session, man. You know, so naturally, you know, growing up in different cultures in Europe and Barbados, you know, Germany, England, having a household where my dad played Bob Marley and Sparrow and Red Plastic Bag, my mum was playing Bob Dylan and the Beatles, you know, it was a natural gravitation towards the soca because that's the kind of spirit I am, you know, and that's the type of music soca music is.
Well, I Am a Bajan is like phenomenal. It's a worldwide hit. It's going down in England. I mean, it gets played all the time. I love it. So everybody wants to know, what's the real inspiration behind the song? Is it because you're a Bajan or there was something else behind the song?
God bless Moses. Let me tell you about. Listen to me. I was about there solar in Barbados, right? In the crop over. We just call it the crop over. Yeah, man. The thing that little girls be winding up and think I'm doing bad and doing Dixie and things. I said, well, look, boy. I listen to the music, right? And I say, boy, look, the music that these boys here singing, like they want to sing a lot of shite, they want to sing a lot of foolishness on the radio, go in the sea and bed and wake your boxing and do these kind of things, right? Man, listen to me, I tell myself down in Barbados, I know, boy. Okay. I said, look, one time the Belgian music used to be real sweet, boys, so hold on the little thing and go down the road and the music nice and the melody and thing, right? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I said, listen to me, man, that's the Barbados music that I know, right?
You like little foolishness, man. You can tell when the show is good because this is how I behave, man. Now, seriously though, I mean, it was a song that I had vibes in for quite some time, you know. And in all honesty, I was in Barbados at Crop Over last year, and you know, for the last few years, there's been a trend in the music that has been kind of negative as far as I'm concerned. You know, and I always draw reference to days like the Bajan Invasion, you know, when Bajan music was just dominant on the soca scene, where we dominated and had a heavy presence in all the West Indian carnivals across the world, heavy presence in Trinidad, when music was melodic and sweet and rhythmic, you know, and you know, nothing against it, but I just found that we've taken a trend towards music that's less melodic, you know, it's very monotonal. You know, because of technology, and I mean, we're supposed to advance with technology, but I think there's been somewhat of a digression in that any man can make a song in his bedroom now and put it out there to the masses, to millions of people, you know, and even to the radio. And I was just really feeling that, man, you know, are these guys even aware that the world is a global music market? Are these guys listening to what's happening in Trinidad? I mean, just look at this year, tunes like Whatless and Bacchanales and those type of tunes, you know, real melodic, real sweet in the music before. Even music coming out of St. Lucia and Vincy, and these people understand, you know, there's a serious thirst across the world for Caribbean music, and in particular Barbados. If you look at what's happening with Rihanna, look at what's happening with Cover Drive, Chantel, look what happened with me, you know, I mean, we need to be serious about making Barbadian music a force on the global music market. And I just felt we seemed to be losing that, man. So that gave me the inspiration to write that tune. And it was really, really from the heart, man. And I can honestly say, you know, it's easily one of the most touching and powerful and meaningful songs I've written. Because even now, after a year of it being out there, it just continues to grow and grow. Wherever I go across the world and see Bajans, people literally come up to me with tears in their eyes.
Yeah.
And I say, man, Rupee, man, that song really, really touched me like nothing I've ever heard before. I was driving to work, I had to pull over and listen to it. You know, and I just wanted to bring back that melody and sweetness to Barbados, because absolutely we've got some amazing talent and writers in Barbados, you know. And all the time that's spent on playing all of the nonsense, you can play another one of their tunes once again and play it again, you know. I just feel, so, you know, sorry to go off on a little tangent, but it's a personal thing, because I think we're the gem of the Caribbean Sea, man, and musically we have been and we need to be again, you know.
It's understandable, it's understandable. Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of talk over the years and the seasons about the music changing in Barbados and the ways of how it used to be so more like commentary, but still being able to play throughout the season and not just for, like, you know, pickety crop. I mean, what kind of advice would you give to the young artists now coming up that want to be in a position like you and Addison Hines and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, look at what's going on in the world, you know. Think beyond 166 square miles, you know. Look at what's happening in Trinidad, look at what's happening at the carnivals across the region. If you look at Miami Carnival, you look at Notting Hill Carnival, you look at Miami, you know. These markets, and this is a circuit that I've been through numerous times, you know, and it's been a very integral part of who I am today. Now I'm touring all over the world, places like Sri Lanka, Dubai, you know, go to Holland, all over. But for young artists coming up, you know, this is a good platform to get noticed, because a lot of the major promoters in the Caribbean go to these shows and these carnivals, especially Trinidad. Listen to what they're doing. You know, they're making songs, the biggest songs for the season are songs that are very heavy in melody, very heavy in lyrical content that's meaningful and people that can embrace and that's touching to the heart. You know, these little run down there and juck in the well and bare your skin and blah 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 blah. I mean, they have no scope, you know. I mean, when you go to these shows, you see very few Barbadian artists, you know. It's only like giants like Addison Hines, Lil Rick, you know, Crossfire, you know. I've been on that circuit many times, you know, and I've touched a couple of those places recently, you know. But we need these youngsters to understand what's going on and try to write with that kind of pen, you know, recognize the trends, recognize what's happening, because we need that the breakthrough artists to come through and support what we have done for all these years, you know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the soca music and where it's going in the music industry per se. I mean, do you think that soca has that kind of power to go mainstream, like how dancehall has gone? And
it absolutely does, man. I mean, if you look at songs like Turn Me On, Kevin Little, you know, it's still one of the biggest tunes in any international DJ's Caribbean set. You know, they play Turn Me On and they play Tempted to Touch, you know. If they're going to play two big soca songs, and I'm very blessed for this, they'll do maybe like a Love and Unity, Addison Hines, and then Jump, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Jump play in Giant Stadium in New York in front of 50,000 people and absolutely destroy the crowd. Funkmaster Flex. Just recently, Chris Brown did an album release party in Manhattan and actually played Jump while on stage and was singing it and dancing to it. You know, I mean, you would have even seen tonight. You know, it definitely does have its place. I mean, I was watching this. Is it Britain's Got Talent? This guy said, "He with me keys, with me phone." I mean, the first time he did, that's soca. Undeniably, that's soca. Even though the problem for me in that is that it's more of a novelty. Like, I don't like it when our music is looked at as like a novelty, coconut drinking, grass skirt, funny clown type of music, you know. But I love that tune. It's so easily, you know. But I just want, you know, there are artists out there that have given their lives to this. We're very, very serious about our craft, you know. And tunes like Tempted and Allison's Roll It and Kevin's Turn Me On shows you that, you know, we definitely have a generation and mass of people out there that are longing for this music, and it can happen. But we just need that consistency, and it's definitely not happening in Barbados because of the direction and the attention and focus that's being played on, you know, certain types of music.
That is definitely something that we can agree upon.
Yeah.
So, where would you see Rupee going in the direction of now? I mean, where would you like to see yourself in the next, say, 5 years?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm touring more now than I ever have before, you know. I'm living my dream. I'm very blessed, very humble. You know, we just did Berlin tonight, we did Miami and New York a couple of weeks ago. We do Holland tomorrow. As I was saying early on, the 9th we go to Calgary, the 15th Toronto, the 28th Antigua. We go to Sri Lanka at the end of the month. Then St. Lucia in July. We might be coming back to London. We might be coming to London in July as well. Possibly another festival here in Europe. You know, so I definitely want to continue doing what I'm doing right now. Just spreading music, you know. Anyone who knows Rupee knows that I like to take soca music and mix it with different elements. I've been doing that for such a long time. It's only now recently that the dance, house, soca kind of trend has spiked. But I was doing that since Frenzy, you know. So I'm continuing to make music like that. Working on an album that's going to be coming out possibly in a couple of months. Do as I would have done with Bajan, hardcore soca too, you know. And a big part of what I'm transitioning into is writing and trying to harness and provide opportunities for young talent, you know. There's a youngster who's definitely incredibly talented in Barbados by the name of Young D. You know, he's been there for a minute and people haven't really given him a chance to shine. You know, he actually wrote a song for me called All Night Long, which is, yeah, that was a little introduction, introducing him in a subtle manner into the game. But he's going to be contributing to my new album this year, and I just think it's a matter of time before you hear a song written by him. He's very diverse, you know. He does R&B, hip hop, incredible writer, definitely overlooked. So I'm trying to create and open some doors for him. And there are a couple of other acts as well, you know, that I have a little vibe going on with that I'm looking to try to help boost as well. You know, it's all about trying to open and create opportunities and open doors that would have been open for me.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely one of the big things, creating opportunities for the young people, and you know, being a big influence on their lives and a role model. So I would just like to say thank you very much for taking the time out for Alignment with Desire as well, and I wish you all the luck for the whole of the season this year.
I have to thank you, man, and all the media, the DJs, the radio, because I mean, I couldn't put food on my table if it wasn't for y'all, you know, because y'all allow my music to be heard and my energy and my mission, you know. I'm forever thankful and humbled by that. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And we have here Rupee live in Berlin Carnival with Desire's World.
Yo, who could it be? This is your boy Rupee. When it comes to soca, there's no compromise. There's no middle ground. There's no in between. It's all about the UK soca scene. For real, man.